All right, how's it going, everybody? This is Omar Thabi here. I am here with Coach Marvin Burns. I am here also with his son Noah Burns. They are in the building today. First of all, thank you guys for doing this interview, man. I really do appreciate having both of you guys on this broadcast. I appreciate it, man.
No, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate it.
For sure. And so we are here to talk to both of you, man. You guys are both doing amazing things in the community. So we kind of wanted to make sure that we took notice of it. And I appreciate you guys, man. I had Javier on Friday, Noah. So I wanted you today. I got a couple other people coming up in the next couple days, doing interviews with them. Just because you guys are doing something different, man. Y'all started something new, especially in Hamtramck, and that's taking it to the next level. Playing collegiate basketball, and you're definitely, you fall in that category of a student athlete, great student athlete. But I'm not gonna get to talking. I'm gonna let you guys say what y'all have to say. So my first question I'm gonna ask Noah this question, and then I'm gonna pass it to you, Coach Burns, right after. Is Noah, can you tell us about yourself?
Well, my name is Noah Burns. I'm a class of 2020 Hamtramck graduate, and I will be playing at Wayne County in the fall basketball.
Okay, so what was your GPA like? What were you like as a student, Noah?
Well, I graduated with a 3.5.
3.5? Okay, that's awesome, man. How about you, Coach Burns? Can you tell us about yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm Marvin Burns. I graduated from Hamtramck in 1985. I'm a advertising and marketing professional, as well as a coach, motivator, and teacher of productive citizens. That's what I try to foster with the kids, is have productive citizens, and as they grow up. Everybody's not going to be a pro and all that stuff, but you have to be a productive citizen for us all to grow together. So in a nutshell, that's what I'm all about, not just with my son, but with all the kids that come in contact.
That's some great words, man. I like how you said a productive citizen, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Like you mentioned, it ain't all about sports. It's all about, at the end of the day, being a productive citizen and doing things for the community and doing things for your family and everything like that. So that's great that you mentioned that. So one thing that you guys were working together, and I don't know if you guys were the official planners of it, but I know that you guys are definitely one of the people that put it together, is this Friday coming up is Juneteenth, by the way. So you guys are planning a March for Equity. Okay, can you tell us what's that all about? I'm gonna let you go first, Coach Burns, and then Noah, if you want to touch on that afterwards as well. So, Coach Burns, what is that all about this Friday, June 19th?
Well, March for Equity is something that, when we talk about symbolic, and systematic racism and all that stuff, the Ku Klux Klan has they've always had something symbolic for them to remember us to remember them by. And so they would always come with their cap and gowns, so to speak. And I was speaking with Noah one day, and I told him, I said, I think it's important that instead of throwing bottles and doing graffiti and all this stuff, why don't the young people show something that's symbolic of the change that they're fearful of? They're afraid of the educated black man. Okay? So why not walk with the power of cap and gowns from different schools? See, you only see the embodiment of cap and gowns with one institution, because that was the norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't see 2,000 kids all together walking, talking about we from all different schools from Detroit. The power of that scene would take notice anywhere, So that's one of the things that I think that we needed to try to bring forth to show that we're coming. Change is here, because we're changing the way we speak, the change the way we riot, change the way we protest, all that stuff that you want to say, whether it's negative or positive, we're changing that. So that's what that's all about.
Man, that's strong right there, man. Noah, you want to feed off of that, man, and kind of touch on that as well? Because you're the student. You're the one that's actually living through it. Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
Well, as being younger, a different generation, I mean, we always heard, he told me the history of stuff, like stuff beyond my age. So I know about riots in the 40s, the Oklahoma killings and stuff. So I took a lot of that, and we got to reteach it. So I'm going to push it to the people my age, and that's why we all going as a big group and walking through downtown.
That's awesome, man. And Noah, man, you might not know this, but you don't know the power that you have, man, because you are a respected individual. You know, playing sports is part of the respect, but it's also the way you carry yourself and the academic portion of it. You know, so you never know how many people you can actually get to follow your word, and so don't underestimate the power that you have, Noah, man. So keep that up, man. So yeah, that's this Friday, by the way. What time does it start, and can you tell us the location as well, Coach Burns or Noah, whatever, whoever won?
Well, the plan is Hart Plaza, 2 o'clock. So we'll start to assemble, and we're hoping that we can get a nice group of people to, voice their opinions about, what we're going to do, and just we're positive, nothing negative. We don't want any negative traction nowhere. We want it all positive, because the most positive thing is we got productive citizens getting ready to graduate. You know what I mean? So that's half the battle.
Definitely, thank you, and thank you for mentioning that too. All right, so Noah, this is the question's on you, man. So how do you feel, man? You're getting a full ride to play college basketball, man. Like, how does it make you feel, man?
I feel grateful, blessed, because not everybody gets to play at the next level. There's only so many spots on the next level. A lot of people they get to take their talents to the collegiate level. So to say I'm doing that is a blessing.
Definitely is. And so what are your goals in terms of being a college athlete? I mean, I know you are going to have another plan of also getting the education part done. So like, what do you plan on doing when you're at college?
Well, you mean like basketball or academics?
Academics wise, I mean.
Well, I'm going for my first 2 years. I'm going to graduate with the associates in general studies, and then I'll probably figure out what I like while I'm in community college too, and then transfer to a 4-year, and then focus on what I want to learn for the rest of my life.
Okay, that's awesome, man. Coach Burns, man, how does it feel to have a son, man? I know you always worked hard with him, always in the gym with him. So how does it feel as a pops to see your son, accomplishing his goals little by little, man?
Man, it feels the same way it does as a brother and a sister. I mean, I got brothers and sisters, and my family is very successful in education. My mother, all of us went to college and attended college, and they all went to different colleges. So it's kind of norm in our family. So I don't hold it up no different than when my sister graduated from Jackson State, my sister graduated from Michigan State, another one went to Eastern. I look at the same way. Even though it's my kid, our family has a village approach. Brothers and sisters, we got a real village approach. I might be an uncle or towards some of my nieces and nephews, but the reality, they like my kids too. That's the way we all just operate, So I feel the same way. I don't bolster just my son. It's expected in our family, and that's the norm that we raise.
See, and what's interesting that the more I talk to people is the success rate is so high when you take that village approach, and that's, if you hear people's stories, they always say like, my brothers, my dad, my mom, or whoever it is, like they all work together to get someone to where they're at now. And, that's important. I'm happy that you mentioned that too, because I feel like that's something that's for people to listen to hear it and to understand that that's probably the best approach to taking it. It's not going to just take one person.
Exactly.
All right.
You never want those chains to be broken. That's the key. It's never having a broken link to something. You know what I mean? You always want to make sure that if a chain is to pull somebody, you can't have a link that's broken because nobody wants to continue because they didn't get a chance to understand why it's a chain to keep going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Noah, this one's for you again. Noah, you are now officially a freshman at college. I mean, I kind of mentioned this already about what are your goals as a freshman, but like, how about you talk about maybe your basketball goals? Like, what do you plan on accomplishing while you're there at WCCD?
So I want to come to Wayne County, be an impact player. I want to win the national junior championship while I'm there. I want to do the biggest thing possible. So then out there, work up 4 years.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And so after your 2 year, are you gonna look into maybe still playing at a 4 year, or are you gonna just look at it academics wise after the 2 years?
I'm trying to go to a 4 year.
Yeah, to play? Are you still gonna try to go to play?
Yeah, play.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's sweet, man. That's what's up, man. That's good. Some great plans, man. So Coach Burns, this one's for you now. So, what are your goals? I mean, if you have any for your son while he's at WCCD, do you have any goals for your son, Coach Burns?
Yeah, I know what he is. I just want him to believe and become, because at the end of the day, all sports is about growth and maturation, and you have to believe in yourself. I mean, I know what he can do, but sometimes everybody get it. They get it on a different time. And that's cool. That's the advantage of doing this. Some people start people little bitty third graders, all that, and then they burn them out because they never really believe this is what they really want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you gotta want it for yourself. It's about commitment to yourself.
Definitely.
Once the self-commitment is there, like he has, he proved it. He proved it at Hamtramck. He did everything he was supposed to do, and he got it to this point.
Exactly. That is true, man. That is true. So I know we kind of talked about that village talk earlier. This one's for you, Noah. You have a great family that look over you. Your dad is a coach. He was there almost every day, literally every day with you. Your mom was always in the stands supporting you. And obviously, you know more than I do of all the hard work that they've done for you. So how important has your family been in your success so far?
Well, they've been a very big part, knowing that they're always there. It's always great to feel like somebody's there. But it goes both ways, though. They're there for me, I'm there for them. So.
Definitely, man, and take it as a blessing, because not everybody has that, man. Not everybody has that, and so that's why I just it's important for people to understand that is a blessing, because some people are unfortunate, may not even have the parents. Some people's parents are always working, so I'm happy that you understand that that is something that you appreciate, and that is awesome, man. Coach DJ, man, you've been with him, wasn't it all 4 years of your high school career?
Really, since 7th grade summer.
Really, since 7th grade summer. So how important has he been, man, for in your success?
He's been a huge part. He's like the only coach I've been with besides my dad. So to be under him, from where we came to where we at now is unbelievable. What
is your favorite thing about Coach DJ?
Well, Coach DJ, he's a good motivator. Very good motivator. And he makes basketball fun with him, too. It's very funny, never a dull moment. Never.
Hey, man, believe it or not, that's a good thing, man. Because you know how kids sometimes they go to practice, they don't want to look forward to it, and they be like, man, it's about to be boring. I bet you that's probably never was the case when you're playing under Coach DJ.
I never missed practice my 4 years in high school.
Yeah.
Hey.
Never missed practice.
That's awesome.
So, like I said, he had the commitment, but more important, DJ, I mentored DJ, and I remember when he won one of my tournament for one of my companies, I picked him up, and Noah was in the back seat, in a car seat, and he was in the back with him. And I talked to him about that. I said, I never thought that you get a chance to coach my son when he was sitting in the back seat with you when he was about 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A circle of life right there.
Circle of life. Right.
Hey, what do you, Coach Burns? What do you like most about Coach DJ? I guess I could ask you this question too, man. Since you kind of watched him and like you said, you mentored him and everything. So.
Well, the only reason I deal with DJ is because he's a winner, and I put that on it. I put that on him. At first he was just happy with just getting the job. And I put it heavy on him. And I try to stay tough on him, man. I love that guy. He's a good guy. But I try to put that on him from a standpoint that when you win, it takes care of all everything, And as coaches and players and stuff, I don't think that we show the kids the real reality of why they're getting paychecks. If you're not impacting the game, you're not getting the paycheck. The only way you impact the game is to win. Mm-hmm. You know when your kids go undefeated in PAL, you beat Detroit, the first thing they raise eyebrows is, Hamtramck, you lost to Hamtramck, and then the old heads like, shoot, we couldn't beat Hamtramck back in the day.
Yeah.
Hamtramck was really a baseball juggernaut. So this ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? How can you expect any kind of result and we're a city inside of Detroit? I don't understand the concept here. I don't understand why people think it's that much different when you sit in the middle of a city.
Yep. Yeah, and I agree, man. I like how you said that, because winning silence all the critics. That's what it is. That's just what it is, and you just gotta do what you gotta do. And the good thing that I'm hearing about Coach DJ too, just by talking to other kids, is they are buying into the winning product. You know, like I don't hear me. I hear we.
Exactly.
And there's a big difference. That's a big difference, man.
Yep.
So this goes for Noah. This is kind of like me trying to get you like advertise yourself, Noah. So when you hoop, what do you think makes you different than everyone else that's on the basketball floor, man?
Well, it makes me different. Oh, I'm more silent kill, but I talk a lot, but I'm more silent kill. So like, I'll be playing, and like, before you know it, I just had 14 and we done won, and they be looking around, and I'm right there with me, just like a cat, just don't expect it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a great breakdown of you. Coach Burns. You want to kind of, you agree with that? Like, is there anything more you want to touch on?
Yeah, because he's totally different from me. Like I was when I played, I was allowed. See, you got to realize I was probably one of the best players at Hamtramck, but I always had problems with the coach because I always ran my mouth. So at the end of the day, when I did go to college and ran my mouth, I still backed it up with play, And I said, he's different from me, but he got that in him, and he's silent with it. And I think sometimes silence kills, you just said. Sometimes it silences everybody when you win it, when you don't say nothing to a guy, and you got 25 points and you won the game.
And that probably hurts him even more, man, because you over there quiet. And you,
yeah.
They're going to be mad as heck. So, Noah, man, you since Hanley days, I've always known you and just seen you at the high school as well, man. You've always been about your academics, man, as well as, playing, being an athlete. You always took care of your schoolwork. Why do you feel it's important to take school seriously?
Well, it's important to take school seriously because what happens if basketball doesn't work out? You need something to fall back onto. So I always knew that playing, even at Hanley, like basketball might not be there for me if something happens. So I always took academics serious.
And Coach Burns, you want to touch on that? Like, what is something that you preach to your kids? I know you got Matea as well. She just got done graduating out of 8th grade. So what's something that you get done preaching to your kids?
Well, I preach to them that your commitment controls your level of learning. And what that means is, I think it's get misconstrued with kids about learning. When you really love something, you learn it easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care what, it's like, when you love, like, I can't tell you when you go up there and you start coming up with little games for kids, you love it. You come up with ideas with games. You're a PE teacher, but you know what? Let's do this today. And you love it.
Yep.
And the kids, and your passion exuding to the kids, and they start to look forward to, there's nothing wrong to come to school and say, I'm looking forward to gym. You know what I mean? Still getting a grade. But this is how kids develop their passion for things. You have to find out what your passion is. So the same way you go to gym, you go to math that way. You gotta have fun. You go there like, man, I love challenging myself and getting this math problem right. That's fun. That's how I was when I was in college. I had calculus on myself. I used to love, man, let's figure this out. Start having a game within the game. Everybody in the class, so who can get it first? Get $5 and stuff like that. And everybody was like, then it's fun. Before you know it, math class over, like, man, dang, that class went quick. But it was fun. I learned something. I learned how to do this problem, So you really gotta accept the responsibility of having fun when you learn.
Yes, sir. And I'm man, Coach Burns, man, you're saying some great things, man. And I think passion is the biggest key to success, because you gotta love what you're doing, like you said, man. You gotta love what you're doing, and that's when you're gonna get the best results as well. Is when you love what you're doing. And going with that, I'm over here rocking the shirt. God knows I gotta represent, man. Coach Burns, yeah, all day, man. And you started this brand, God knows. So what is that all about, Coach Burns?
Well, God knows is a brand that was inspired by my mother. I came home one day and, I work with a lot of powerful people. I'm real laid back. I deal with a lot of powerful people, pro athletes and other people who got a lot of stature and stuff in life. And I was working on a clothing line for Dame and Dash. And I was telling my mother about it, and I came home and she said, "You always doing something for these celebrities. When you gonna do something for the Lord?" And when she said that, I said, that's a good point. So I went off into my little cubby hole and came up with this concept. And I prayed about it, and I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, if this is something you want me to do, I didn't go to my mom. I prayed to the Lord. I said, this is something you want me to do. Let me know that this is what I need to do. So, quick story. I was in the garage, and I was screen printing. I put it up on some foil. And I had a meeting with the vice president of Oakland University over at Cafe 23 in Hamtramck. So I made the shirt, put it on a black, God knows, foil, and I drove over to Hamtramck. And when I pulled up to the coffee shop right in front of Kowalski, I was making a left. And my partner was sitting on the corner in his BMW, and I pulled right behind him. And he got out the car, and he looked at me, and he saw this shirt. God knows, he was like, oh man, that's thing. And as he done that, I looked at his eyes were starting to wander. So when I looked to see what it was a Hamtramck cop coming behind me because I had pulled right next to the fire hydrant. But when I turned around, the sun hit God knows, and he just veered back onto the right, back onto Holbrook and kept going.
And that was the sign.
Yep. That was my confirmation from God that this is bigger than me.
That's what's up,
so
man.
So that's what it's, and it's all about love, power, and purpose.
I just got chills, by the way, Coach Burns, man. I just had some chills right there, man. Yeah.
Amazing how we came thus far doing this, and it just started out with the one little press we had in the garage, which she decided to purchase because she was listening to me, and well, we know the business. Trust me.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Noah, you want to touch on anything like that, with the clothing line? I know you. I don't know what's your situation with that, but what do you feel when you rock it? Like, what do people say when they have the, when you see your friends getting the clothes and stuff like that?
Well, I know, but when I'm with my friends, I'm known for wearing God knows. I'm trying to know for the kid wearing God knows. People just looking at me, just staring.
Yeah.
So it starts a lot of conversations too. Like people walk past you in the store, hey, God knows, I like that. And then you just end up having a conversation, something simple.
Definitely, man. That's awesome, man. It's a great story. I'm glad I finally got to hear the background of it. Because, you see everybody rocking God knows, especially in Hamtramck. You see it everywhere, man. So I'm going to ask this question to both of y'all. I'm going to start off with Noah. It's the question I ask every person that I interview. First one is, can you tell me about yourself? And then the next one is, what gets you up every morning? So basically, what is your motivational factor, Noah?
Well, my motivation is, I like to get up. I want to get up. So, I don't know, I got a routine in the morning that I do, listen to my music. It's just something I do, and I have fun while doing it. So, So, also wake up for, the people that's not with me, too. I cross my mind throughout the day and stuff, and keep me going. But mainly me, I want to keep going, too.
For sure, man. And how about you, Coach Burns? What is your motivational factor?
Well, my motivational factor is probably something that he should be more of his motivational factor is God wakes me up every love, power, and purpose. We have, we wake up, we're supposed to wake up in love, and we have purpose, and it's a power in that purpose. It's a reason why you're here. So when you wake up, you have to have that on your mind daily in your commitment. Okay, and it can be small to you or big to somebody else. It could be giving somebody $5 who didn't have $5. It could be buying somebody lunch. You never know what God's purpose is for you. You have to figure it out. And you have to live in that purpose.
I respect
because every day, every cause has an effect.
I respect that, Coach. By the way, you have Carol say congratulations to Noah and Coach Burns. I love y'all. Chauncey's mom chiming in. You got a couple people chiming in as well. And I'm happy that you mentioned that, Coach Burns, by the way, man. Thank you for mentioning that. And going back to you, Noah, for someone who may be walking in the same or similar footsteps as you, so someone that wants to play collegiate ball, someone that wants to have a successful senior year. You're all conference senior year, correct? If I'm correct? So what advice would you give them?
What advice I would give them is don't be afraid. Your path may be different from everybody else, but don't be afraid to take it and move by faith. Always move by faith. Always know that I'm gonna be good by the end of the day. I move by faith. I'm never worried. Nothing negative crossing my mind. So
You said nothing negative would cross your mind.
always positive. Always positive.
There you go. Staying positive is very important. That's why I wanted to make sure you kind of repeated that. Coach Burns, same question to you, man. Someone that, may walk in the same footsteps as you with all the stuff that you've accomplished. What advice would you give them?
To really just to live in your purpose, man, and not be afraid. You can't see it's the fear and doubt is how this world wants you to be. If you be like God, you live in love. There is no fear. God cannot lie. He cannot fear anything. And he wants us to be like him. The problem is the devil puts fear in us every day. So we live with that. I don't have no money. I don't live. I don't have that. I don't have that. That's doubt. And you can't reach your purpose because when he tells you his message, you can't hear it because you worried about what the fear is that's around you. So at the end of the day, you can't get succumbed by fear. You got to wake up to the power, faith of purpose. And everything will be all right. Because love controls everything at the end of the day. No matter what you do, if you surround yourself with love, you'll see the difference.
There you guys go, man. And that's awesome. I'm happy that y'all both did this interview. I'm happy to have both of you guys. You guys got any final words that you want to mention about anything, Coach Burns or Noah? Feel free. This is your time right now to say anything. Is there any kind of comments you want to make, Coach Burns?
Well, yeah, I recognize your talents as one of those guys who have purpose and love. I just got to get that back to you because, I watch a lot of kids come up. This is not a first go around thing. We have, Leo Wells' daddy was a friend of my uncle, and I used to be with him, and I find myself having kids underneath me and all that stuff. But I realize everybody don't care about the kids. A lot of people don't have the same love and passion for really helping the kids. It's not all about buying them a burger or buying them this and that. Or, some people have ulterior motives, man. They going to the NBA, so I need to be close to them. That's not what I'm about. I really try to reach out to those kids. I really do respect those kids as young people and productive citizens as they get older. I can name them all. My handling kids, all of them. I try to stay in touch with them. This is not my first go around. My first go around, I was a coach at Star International. I had a cast of all Arabs, and those are my guys. I respect all those guys. Some of them all across everywhere. So this is not something I've just been doing overnight. It's something I've been doing all my life, and I love it.
And there's plenty of people that will vouch for that too for you, Coach Burns. So you already know what's up, man. And as fast as Noah, you got any final words you want to say out there, man?
I just want to say shout out to the class of 2020, class of COVID.
Class of COVID. Y'all gonna go down in history. I'm just letting you know right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell you that. Y'all gonna be in every history book. You're gonna remember, that's the year I graduated. So, I don't know if I should congratulate you or not, but, I just know that y'all gonna be going down in history, man. And congratulations, though. In all seriousness, Noah, congratulations graduating, man. It's a big accomplishment, but, you are a smart kid. And you got a lot more accomplishments to get done in the rest of your life as well, man. So, great job, guys, and I appreciate it. If y'all want to stay on, I'm just going to end the lives, videos, and then we could just chat for a little bit and go ahead about our business, all right?
All right.